We'll start the webinar now.
Yes,
Yeah,
Mohammed,
sure.
we can start the webinar. All right. Please make sure we're streaming on YouTube while everyone's joining. And it's 8. Okay, so we're just going to begin. Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 2 of the Cybersecurity Awareness and Updates Workshop. Today, we are with PhD Dr. Ali Alfayly. Today's topic is how to secure yourself through social media. A quick info about Dr. Ali. He received his bachelor's and master's in computer and network technology from Northumbria University, UK, 2005-2006. And he had a diploma in internet and distribution system. And he got his master's in advanced computer science in 2011 and PhD in computing and communication. He is currently an assistant professor at computer department in College of Basic Education in Kuwait and acts as Kuwait IEEE board member and Young Professionals Chair. He was Vice Chair of IEEE GCC of the Student Young Professionals in 2019. Hello, Dr. Ali, how are you?
Hello, Shada. Thanks for introducing me.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be a part of this workshops and awareness week. I really support your initiative to be distributing the knowledge of cybersecurity, because the human factor is the most important part of cybersecurity.
Of course.
Today, I will talk about how to secure yourself through social media. It's kind of interactive workshops. I will have put
Yes, we will have.
some information about security threats about social media. Then we will talk how we can prevent and securing ourselves through social media.
Before we begin, Professor, can I say that please look out for polls and surveys within today's workshop made specifically by Dr. Ali. He would like to see your interactions today, and further questions will be discussed later. Dr. Ali, the floor is yours.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will talk about myself a little bit. I studied a lot of computer networking through my undergrad and postgrad. I was a network engineer at Central Bank of Kuwait, and now assistant professor at College of Basic Education and Computing Department. IEEE experience, I encourage you to be engaged with IEEE. I serve as Kuwait Young Professional Chair and Vice Chair. I was a Vice Chair of 2nd GCC Congress 2019, and now serve as Student Activity Officer of IEEE Kuwait section. And just this month, I've been nominated as IEEE Region 8 Young Professional Subcommittee corresponding member. Social media, why the rise of social media now? And I think during the pandemic, COVID pandemic, everyone using social media to communicate with our friends, our family. We use it even to get some news, and also to be in touch with the world as we going now all virtual. Social media and web version to member of online community. Everyone want to be connected to the world, and social media bring a great platform to exchange idea. We can share our profiles. Even now on LinkedIn, we can have online CVs. We can looking for jobs, friend list. The most common use social media platform, I know in Kuwait, maybe we don't use it that much, is a Facebook. Facebook has so many platforms. It's on WhatsApp, Instagram. A lot of trust going on. When we post our picture, I think when we go back in in the beginning of 2000, like if you want to post your picture, you think maybe 100 times, I don't want to share my picture online. But now everyone is using Instagram, Snapchat, they posting their picture, and even they posting their life. I'm sure that we've seen lots of people like the bloggers and the influencers in social media. They posting what they are doing, what they are eating, where are they going out. So we have a lot of trust now building on the social media when we share it and when we post everything. And social media create dream market for the marketers. When I want to do a marketing now, when you see the social media influencer, how they're making the money, they're making by advertisement through social media, Snapchat or Instagram. So now even the platform itself, they're creating like a paid ads as a Facebook paid ads, Instagram, Snapchat. Let's crunch some numbers. When we're talking about numbers, we have Facebook. How many users using Facebook today? The most recent statistic I find on online, it was back in July 2020. We have more than 2,600 million active users. Imagine we have 2,600 million active users on Instagram and Facebook. And YouTube, we have more than 2,000 million users. And WhatsApp, 2,000 million users. Facebook Messenger, we have 1,300. Instagram, that we use it more commonly, we have 1,080 active user, 80,000. And Twitter, maybe we use in this region, we're using Twitter so much. Twitter has only 326,000 million users. It's a big number, although, but like when we compare it to Facebook, it's a very small number of active users. It's like when we're having this large number of users, so this is attracting the attackers, because attackers, when we see this a pie chart, it's been in 2020, the second quarter of 2020, the most target industry for attackers. We can see social media takes 10%. And it's been increasing rapidly. We can see Stefana Woods, the anti-fraud product and marketing manager of OSIC Online. She said attackers targeting social media sector increase in second quarter about 20% over the first quarter. Primary driven attacks against Facebook and WhatsApp. So if we link it with this, we have the most user, the largest number of users. So attackers, when they're attacking something, it's like they're making money from it. And I think we go it in locally in Kuwait. We've seen so many people. I'm sure maybe you get maybe twice or more than twice. You receive a message, please ignore any messages from someone because his account being hacked, and don't answer him. Is there anything worse? Yeah, there is something in creating a more potential worse. If you hear about ransomware, what is ransomware? It's a type of malware that prevents users from accessing their system files and demand ransom payment in order to regain access. In mid-2017, WannaCry, maybe everyone hear about WannaCry. It was infected more than 1,500 50 Android user. WannaCry attacked in Saudi Arabia, the petroleum sector. Is this market been growing bigger and bigger? In Kuwait, we have been attacked. If you hear about the fire department in Kuwait, the firefighter department, their system being attacked by ransom attack, and all their system. And one day they go to their work, they find the whole database being encrypted, and they cannot access it. The data for the business, they have like some licensing for other business that you are qualified as a fire prevention. Their employee, they can't access the database for employee, everything being encrypted. And it's like, is this market will be great, developing and becoming bigger and bigger? Yes. Cybersecurity venture predict ransomware will cost more than 6 trillion annually by 2021. And attacks will take place every 11 seconds on average. Imagine, every 11 seconds, we will have new ransom attacks. If you work in IT professions, you will hear so many people that been experience a ransom attack. I have one of my friends, just 3 months ago, he worked in a dental clinic. They get a ransom attack and all the patient and x-rays being encrypted. And he said, how we can decrypt it, or we should pay the hacker who attack our system. Security predict the future attack will target remote workers, since their personal devices are likely easier to compromise than office hardware. Now with the pandemic, everyone working from home. The computers in the work, it's been like well maintained. We have some security policies that will be updated, and the antiviruses, the payment will, there's like some contracts to check that antivirus is up to date and well-maintained system, the whole system. But when we're using our own computers, are we aware of like updating the software or updating the antivirus? Or do we have a good antivirus, or we just use whatever cheapest, like we're looking for the cheapest antivirus software and we install it? Do we have all the knowledge how we can activate the antivirus? Take all the concerns when we connect, what is available to share, what is available, which site we go. Sometimes in your works, you have some sites being blocked by the administrator. But when you are at home, you are the administrator. You know where you go, nobody will prevent you once you have internet access. What else out there? Checkpoint said sending a single malicious message image was enough to take over an Instagram account. It was this back in last December. There was a glitch in Instagram that when you're using a third-party application to post an image, once you post an image, they will hack your account and you will not have access to your account. WhatsApp, even like I will take it to more than just like attackers hacking your account. WhatsApp, I've seen this is in one of security reports that's saying WhatsApp is reported to have been used to spread fake news. WhatsApp was like one of a great source of fake news, and maybe we hear it now. especially during the COVID pandemic. Now the vaccination is coming. If you're taking the vaccination, it will change your DNA. And if you ask your friends, will you take the vaccination? No, I check. Someone sent me a message in WhatsApp saying taking vaccination will change my DNA. Maybe I became alien and so on. And so many news that being the source of it is WhatsApp. A glitch allow mobile Facebook user to log in and other user account. It's like during the pandemic, the rate of cyber crimes being increased or decreased. FBI reported 300% increase in number of cyber crimes from 1,000 cases to between 3,000 to 4,000 cases each day. Imagine, because everyone now is going online, so we're having a big place for hacker to work on it. Before we are not depend on online 100%. Now in online, if you want to go to do some works in Ministry of Interior, you should take an appointment through online. If you want to do some a government work, you should take appointment online. So online, everything has been online. So we have so many things depend online. So the hacker will have a good place to play in. A Twitter flow allows messages to pop up and websites to open in your browser just by moving your mouse over a link. So you don't click on it. Just once you go to the link, it will open. Being a number one is not always good. Like if we are the first country, and now if you see this list, the top countries hosting a malware on web. United States have 37% of hosting a malware. Over 50,000 web pages hosting a malware every day discovered. It's been discovered, like it's been discovered. We have so many, like they call it a zero-day attack center. Zero-day attack center, they're trying to search for any malware, any suspicious website, and they report it and they send updates. So I always recommend for any user who are connected to online, make sure you update your system, your phone, your applications. Always update your application. Don't leave it like I'm an Apple fan, so I use an iPhone. I don't know an Android which version now they reach. But an iPhone, just yesterday they released 14.4. And they encourage everyone to update his phone to this version because they find some security breach and they trying to cover it and providing some enhancement in security systems. So every time they release an update, you should update. You don't wait until you've been attacked and they say, oh, I wish I could update before. Social engineering, this is another trend now it's been happening. Social engineering, you are engineer, but like, what is social engineering? Have you ever heard about this term, social engineering? Social engineering, like, it's been like used from before. Social engineering that I use your social details, identity. I know Shada, she's a student in Kuwait University. She's studying engineering. So I use this information to manipulate her friend. Okay, I get call, hello, Hanan, your friend Shada, your colleague in university, she recommend you that you win an offer for a spa. It's like you will get free treatment. And she said, how you get my number? Or I get it from Shada. I just need your date of birth and to complete the carbon. So she give you some information, taking some trust from you, then she taking another information that will help her to attack you or to do fraud. And this is like a good example for it is what's been happening in WhatsApp. When WhatsApp been hacked, how they use it? They're checking all the numbers and the groups, and they saying the chats, what's happened. Okay, Bu Muhammad, you are talking to Bu Muhammad. Salam Bu Muhammad. I'm outside. I'm outside the country. I need 100 KD. Can you transfer it for me because I lost my wallet? And Bu Muhammad, he's very trustworthy with this guy. Okay, he sent the money. And is this work? Does it work? At least I hear from 5 persons, they sent already the money for the guy. Then they discover, oh, this is his website, WhatsApp being hacked, and I send the money for a wrong person. So this also is like it could be happen. Not only, as we say, it's just been like some theoretical information that could be used. In the real world, I will talk for some examples about what's available. Like, and we have a scareware is a fake antivirus, and instead of protecting your computer, you find, okay, install this. This is an antivirus. Once you install it, it'll create multiple tweets direct to you to Square pages. Then they frighten you into believing you have a security problem and you need the software to address it. I think maybe the Windows user, they experience something like once you open a website, you find a pop-up page, your computer is infected. To remove the virus, just click install. Once you click install, you find maybe your computer is jammed, or you have like some files being disappear, and this is called a malware infection. Facebook privacy flop. Always check your privacy. And this happened like in 2009. I know it's very old incident, but it's like show you the importance of a privacy setting. I know, like you girls around here, you're concerning about privacy when you do like your Instagram or your Snapchat, you put it as a private, but you should know who follow you when you post something. But could be like more a security breach if we didn't check our privacy setting? This has happened in 2009 in July. The wife of Chief of British Secret Service MI6 posted highly relieving details on her Facebook page. Her privacy setting meant anyone in London network could view her updates. Up to 200 million people can see her updates. Anyone in London network can see the updates of her updates. The information being relieved, her family details, personal photo, location of their phone. So imagine a wife of Secret Service posting her home address, the family member, and everything. This is a national security risk. Also, we fake link to malware. What.pf.net malicious link on popular Facebook page, infected more than 257,000 accounts. Could have been worse if Justin Bieber was been the malware infection. So we attack someone very famous page, and we post a malware. You just lost control. Here, messages seen spreading across Facebook. Clicking the link take you to what was on Fox News report. Could be like, you want to see the result of United States election, the latest result, and you just click. Once you click it, you get the permission for the other guy. He compromised your account and taking the details. We've seen so many messages look like this. This is SMS messages. So it's not always on social media platform like Instagram, WhatsApp. This SMS messages, they give you like a radio to click the link. Your bank details being blocked. To unlock your debit card, press the link and put your password to activate your KNet account. And you put all this, you've been installed. Or I know one guy, he was always talking to me that always my Apple ID been hacked, and I've seen so many things. I see. What the first time the first incident happened that your Apple ID being attacked? He said, I received a message that said, you purchase a game by like $100. If you want to cancel it, click the link, and he opened a page like an Apple page. He put his Apple ID, the passwords, but then he said, I get a blank page. Nothing has been there. So by doing this, and he said, after this, I've received so many that I get detected that my bank account being hacked, so many transactions being happen using my Apple ID. I said, oh, you give them your Apple ID and the password. Information risk. User publishing information plus social media attacks. If we're combining all this together, you are publishing your information. You're posting what you are doing now, what you're planning to do. Maybe, the weekend we will go to Kashtan Sabbiya. And I saw your friend list from the interaction and Instagram. This is, so I could lead that, okay, I sent, it could be either way. Like I can send you an advertisement. There is a cash place with like 50 KD and give you privileges and like barbecue and everything. And as advertisement, and could be like, I send link once you pay, but that there is nothing there, but like I use this information. User publishing information, relieving sensitive information, defamation of other organization. This can be inadvertent or deliberate. What it could lead to, it could reputation damage to your organization, or you're paying fines. I know that we have in Kuwait like قانون الجرائم الإلكترونية, and so many people's been because they react to some published information, they paying fines that one of influencers that they posting something very debatable, and you're replying to it, and they capture it, and they say, oh, you are breaking the law and you should pay me a fines because you're breaking the law. Motivation are changing. Hackers and script kids hobbies showing off before the hackers, like, I want to show off why I have the ability to hack your account or to attack your PC. But now it's like financially motivated, organized crime. Because now, does data has value? Your data has a value or doesn't have? Social media accounts are available, are valuable for hackers because I can make money from it. They can send spams, spread malwares, steal identities. Even the example I said, they send to the guy, I want money, and he gets money. In the quest of acquire personal information for financial gain, data now equal money. Stealing your money directly, sell your data. I remember just like a few weeks ago when WhatsApp changed the privacy that we will use your information to sell it to third-party companies. And everyone was arguing, why I want to change? I don't want to go, I don't believe in WhatsApp again. I want to go to so many applications they introduced.
They wanted to go to Signal.
Signal. Okay. How we believe in Signal, that Signal will not sell our information. But because we know that now our information is mean money. Sell your identity, trick your friend and family to supply personal data, use your account to spread spams, malware, or more data thefts. Sell your organization data sensitive information, blackmailing. Maybe this is more common here, like blackmailing, and we see some people, they blackmailing individuals or organization. How these threats work? We have three ways of this threats could work. We can have spamming, phishing, or malware. The spamming is like sending email or sending messages as a spam messages. It could be like one of examples. And instead of job in Google, you may get conned out of dollars. Like I tell you, I heard the news in Google hiring people. Okay, this is a good opportunities. You put the link, but it is only spam. You open a page, it doesn't relevant, but it has some ads. So they're making money from this ads. Compromised Facebook account. Victim is now promoting shady pharmaceutical. I could sending like some information, misused information that through your account. 57% of social media users report being hit by spams via these services, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. That increase of 70% from a year ago. I'm sure that all your emails you're receiving spams, that someone inherit $100 million. Can you please give me your information so we can get release of this money. Phishing, trying to trick people into relieving sensitive information. With phishing that I give you, like when I said I give you something look like an Apple page, but once you put your information, you will get different things. Trolling the web, trying to hook unwitting victim, click the link, where does it go? And this is like a great example of Twitter. When you see it like from away, you say, oh, this is a Twitter webpage, but maybe this is an old version of Twitter. And you put your username and password. But if you check the URL is TVV. So it's look like W, but it's not W, it's VV. 30% of social media users report phishing attacks via these sites, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. That increased 42.9% from a year ago. Clicking on links that take you to the site that will infect your computer with malware. Sometimes you receive that from LinkedIn. Okay, you have a great opportunities for internship in that company. Once you click the link, you didn't get this internship. You get to the and I've seen now that security warning, your connection is not a private. Attacker might attack. Maybe because I talk so much about security, now my computer listened to me and show me a notification that this connection is not secure, to talk more about attackers. It could be like a message that get the full video, just press enter and you will get some, it's like they're creating something more attracting that maybe guys, okay, you will see a cute girl dancing, click the link to see the full video, okay, click it. Or maybe in Kuwait we have so many like scandals. You want to see that guy's scandals, that celebrity scandals, he's been divorced with his wife or something like this. To get to see video, just a click.
Yes, lots of scandals are happening, yes.
Yeah. Once you click it,
it's a virus.
It's a virus.
Or a hacker, yes.
Clicking to get funny images, but like
yes.
when you click it and you see there is a virus.
Mm-hmm.
When we reach now, are you scared yet about what's the words around us, about the security threats, so social media, even like we see it in SMS. Now I want to instruct guys with me that they send the second poll.
Yes, we are going to send the second poll right now in a few minutes. There we go.
I will talk about some top tips of staying secure. The first one is like use a secure password, minimum 14 characters, including non-letters, a special character, something strong password. So it's not easy to guess, like not 1, 2, 3, 4 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Check your default setting. Don't provide personal information by default. Be picture prudent. Think before posting image that might cause embarrassment. Always, I say, this is a gold rule. Think before you post or think before you click. If you want to send email, if you want to check anything, like there is a link, even for bank, that please update your bank information. Click the link to update your bank information. Don't click this link. Even if you trust the email, go to the website and write down the bank URL, click link, login from the official website. Don't click the link. Secure your computer. Use up-to-date secure security software, firewalls. Be aware of Big Brother. Assume everyone can read your post, including hackers. Stranger danger. Be aware of unsolicited invitation from spammer. Don't get and a message from LinkedIn. Okay, we see your profile. We want to make a deal with you. Can you just log in to our websites? And when you got the website, maybe he requests like log in through Twitter or Instagram to reach. Use two-step verification with all your social media accounts. Two-step verification will allow to, even if hacker trying to compromise your account, because two-step verification will ask for the second method to verify you, sometimes through your mobile, physical mobile, or through sending a message to your number. So that hacker will not have access to both. I know some people by their kind, they're trying to, it's like a hacker tell you, can you press this link? Then he said, oh, I know there is some SMS message arrived to you. Can you post it to me? So even with applying two-step verification, we always say the most vulnerable part in cybersecurity is the human factor. You are human. You can protect yourself, or you can allow hackers to attack you. Let's try to create strong, unforgettable password. How we can create strong password? Strong password always one of good practice of creating a strong password. I know now we have so many accounts. You have your university account, you will have your bank account, you have your email account, you have, if you work in ministry, you will have a ministry like account for Ministry of Interior to renew your driving license and so on. So you have so many accounts and everyone needs a password. How to create a strong password? One of good practice to create password is like you use a sentence that is very easy for you to remember it. Let's say a sentence from 4 words. It could be like part of your favorite song. And use an algorithm to create a password from this sentence. It could be like using the first character from every word, then use the third character from every word. By doing this, you will have like kind of 8-character password. Then using the 4th letter, so you will have now 12-character password. And it's easy to remember because you know this sentence, you know it very well, and you can use it. Like for university, I will use the 1st and 3rd and 4th. For Ministry of Interior, I will use 2nd and 4th and 5th. You will have multiple strong passwords. I will show, if you haven't, I've seen so many people, like everyone using social media, Snapchat, more than 50%. Have you ever go through activating the two-step verification? You will find it in setting, login verification. You have to allow like text you put your name. You can use it with authentication app. As I say, you can have it with your mobile as authentication app, or you link it with your mobile number. So they send you a text message to verify that you are the one who's logging. Even the attacker have your username, your password, he will not able to log in unless he has access to your mobile number. Instagram also, we can see it. I've seen 70% of attendees, they're using Instagram. We can see it in options, two-factor authentication. We see every application, they have a different name, but it's the same concept. If you turn on the two-factor authentication, you will have to link it with your mobile number, which is, I recommend to link it with your mobile number. So every time you want to log in from different device, it will ask you, you want to log in. Also, there is some privacy features. You can see, did you link your Instagram account with another third party? So always check that you are not linked to some third party, you never use it. And if you don't use this third party application no more, so just deactivate it. Don't let it be in your privacy so they have an access to your account. And a Twitter login verification, they call it verify login request. Also, you will have like some set up a code generator app and send you SMS. So always make it available, that two-step verification. And LinkedIn, they call it, you will find it in account security, two-step verification, turn it on. And the last one, I think the most used application in Kuwait and everyone use it, it's WhatsApp. I hope everyone here activating this two-step verification. If you enable it, it will ask you to put a 6-digit passcode and give you your email. So if you forget, if someone trying to get access to your WhatsApp and you activating the two-step verification, it will ask him for passcode. If he don't have the passcode, he will not able to open the WhatsApp. But if you forget the passcode, they will send you email as you are provided. And at this point, I reach the last part of my workshops. I hope you enjoy it and you have good information about how we're securing ourselves through social media.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ali. This was very beneficial seminar. We will be answering some questions if you don't mind.
Yes.
If you guys have any questions, we have some questions here that we're going to answer. You can ask in the question box as we go. So first question we have is from Hala Khalaf. She says, we always focus on antivirus on computers and laptops, but what's the equivalent of antivirus on mobile phones?
In mobile phones, if you're using an Android, the Android platform, Android, it has some antivirus like a laptop. It has McAfee, or it has, I think, Casper Sky, something like this. But in mobile phone, be sure that you are not up. It's like once you are doing a good practice, you are not installing software from non-trusted places. You don't open a links just like for fun. Any links as you receive it, you open it. Even though we said some links, once you just open the message, it will open automatically. And always in mobile phones, like in iPhones or the Android devices, always keep it up to date. I've been experienced with one guy just 2 weeks ago. He was one of my students. I told him that, so one of software, he said, my mobile phone, it was, he used iPhone, he's in version 12. I said, come on, we are now in version 14 and you're still stuck with version 12. He said, I don't like to update my phone.
Very wrong.
Because maybe it will be slow, but like so many security breach will be receiving security threats because you don't keep it up to date. So not even just like keep as an antivirus, always keep your Windows, your Mac, your mobile, either iPhone or Android, keep it up to date. Any update being released, I'm sure it's been released because there is some benefit in it.
Thank you so much. Mohammed, we have another question, if Mohammed would like to read it.
People say that some cybersecurity companies release malware in order to be able to sell their antivirus software. Are there any proofs, or is it just a conspiracy theory? Can we really trust those companies?
It is. They don't release it, but they have what they call a zero-day attack center. I've been, while I work in Central Bank of Kuwait, we was like have some meetings with some cybersecurity companies, and they show us like what's mean about zero-day attack. They have a centers. They hiring some attackers. So any system, it has vulnerable, right?
Yes.
It's like we can say there is
Yes.
one system in the world is secure 100%. There is some vulnerables from this system. So what they are working on it, these companies, they're trying to reach the security breach before the attacker they get it. And as we say during this workshop, it's like attackers making money from stealing your information or ransomware. So it's like to prevent it. I don't think so that security company, they creating this and send it to make the money. But it's like they're working on in the same, they're trying to reach it, what they call it a zero-day attack. Before attacker find the security breach, they're trying to find it and secure it and patch it. And one of devices, if someone interested in cybersecurity devices, they call it intrusion prevention. They use it in the corporate, not in personal. They call it intrusion prevention device. Intrusion prevention device, but they're working that the company sometimes, like for Windows to release an update to secure some security holes, they take sometimes. So this device trying to patch this holes so the attacker, they don't use it.
Yes, thank you, Professor. We have another question. It says, what do we look for in an antivirus and how do we know it's a trusted one? Are there like specific things that we can look for in an antivirus?
I think when we're looking for antiviruses, like we're looking for some well-known companies. We don't go for like companies just as startups, because like some well-known McAfee, Norton, Kaspersky guys, and they have like well-established database of viruses. They are working in this field for a long time, so they have a good experience. But sometimes if you go for like a search in Google, cheapest antivirus, I find antivirus for $2. Oh, this is a bargain, I will get it. This is a not good experience to buy antivirus. Go buy it from a good place. Is either like you go for and always look, make sure you look for review. Now Google will answer all questions. Once you go, okay, I want antivirus for an Android device. This Android, what's the latest Android? I think I've heard one called Jelly Beans, but I think there is someone else. I look, what's best suited antivirus for this operating system? I go for reviews. So many trusted reviews available online. We can look for it, and once we get, okay, this is a good antivirus, I'll buy it. And don't just buy for the price. So the factor of seeing this is a good antivirus is not the price.
Yeah.
Not that too expensive a good one, or not the cheapest one is a good one.
Yeah. We have another question. It says, we often ignore the terms of use and services and skip and accept it. So do we read through every term? If so, is it important? Terms and conditions.
Terms and conditions. It always, I think they already make it very long.
Yeah.
On purpose, so you don't skip it. You just agree. And I think is a good practice if we go for what's been changing. Like now, WhatsApp, when they release a new agreement, we will see what's changing, what they change, and does this will affect our information, and we always should be assessed what I share in WhatsApp. Is it worth to be highly secure, or what level of secure I should categorize it?
Yes. Cool. Okay. So if we have a question from Elisa. She asks if we have previously followed one of those links that ask us to send the link to 10 people to get a certain object or to get a giveaway. Will we have consequences on our phones even if we don't follow through? And what happens after we update our phone? Do we get rid of the previous malwares?
Sometimes it's just like when you repost something or you sending, this is what I understand, that we will send a message for like 10 people to get certain type. Did we click the link? And sometimes it's like if we get malware in our device, how I can remove this malware? It depends on what kind of malware I get in my device. Sometimes it's a good like to refresh, delete everything, then reinstall everything from scratch. Sometimes what I experience with I haven't experienced a malware in a mobile phone. I experienced with even with the Mac, there is a malware in Mac, so it's not 100% secure. It's like I always have Google as my reference. I check how to remove this malware. I go to certain websites, is like Norton, they have like some instructions. McAfee have some instructions how to remove malware. So I go through these steps because I couldn't delete one time I get malware because one of my sisters, she used my phone, my laptop, and she find the link, and instead of exit, she click on it, and I been infected. So everyone, like as I said, a human factor to life is act very the impact of human factor to security, cybersecurity playing a big role.
Yes, thank you, Professor. We have a question from engineer Emel Safar. She asks, what do you think about having your Bluetooth on all the time because you regularly connect to your Bluetooth accessories? Does this get us into risk?
It's like Bluetooth. We will not get in risk as a Bluetooth because Bluetooth, if we are connecting to another device, we should pair, right? If you want to connect to a headset, you should pair before you connect. But I think now with the Bluetooth version 4, it has some smart technologies, even it turns on to save the power. And there is some security threats with the Bluetooth, but it's like they called blue jacking that they sending unwanted messages to all people. But with the Bluetooth is not very. It's like always when hacker they're working with something as we say. We saw in the presentation that Facebook and WhatsApp, they are highly targeted. Why they are highly targeted? When we see the number of users, there are more than 2 million people using this. So people working on it will get great benefit when they're creating spamwares or
Yes.
viruses.
Yes. So we have 3 more questions to ask, and then we're gonna end today's session. 3 more questions. So Badr asks, does 5G have negative impact on our information security?
And somehow, 5G will allow attacker to work faster because the bandwidth. They said before, like if I wanna hack a data center, it has like 1 tera to download everything or to have so many tries. I will do it with a, like, let's say if your connection is 1 MB, I will take a long time, and maybe the attack will be discovered before I get all information, right? But with 5G, I will have faster internet, and now with advancement of machine learning and the powerful devices is to make the attacks easier. So this could be one impact of 5G for hackers.
So another question says, what do you think about Face ID? Is it as safe as Touch ID?
Face ID and Touch ID is this still debatable based on technologies. How Face ID will recognize our face? What kind of facial recognition? What kind of spot it will consider it as the biometric to open it? So far, I think what I believe in Apple, they get robustness Face ID. It's work so far so good. I will not say 100%. Even we see some flaws there and there for Face ID, but still, like, it will have a good robustness. And we see there is some development with an updates. They make a development with updates.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, go ahead, Mohammed.
So we have another question. The previous questions have led me to a question: is Windows Firewall provides us enough protection, or shall we use an antivirus program?
A firewall will not give us a full protection. We should use firewall and antivirus. Firewall, it's only will prevent certain traffic to be incoming or upcoming, but will not prevent a malware, will not prevent viruses to be infect our devices. I hope this answered the question.
Yes, it did. Hanan, would you like to ask the other question? We're going to take one more question and we're going to end it for today.
I think for 2 questions. Amal,
oh, you want 2 questions? Okay, no problem. So, Hanan. Okay, maybe there's a problem. So the NFC server. Oh yeah, go ahead.
NFC services and Apple and Samsung Pay. Can we trust them?
The NFC services, it's I think she considered the payment way of Apple ID, Apple Pay, or Samsung Pay. Can we trust them? I used Apple Pay 4 years ago while I was studying in United Kingdom in the UK. Can we trust them? Yeah, we can trust them because it's happening through the payment gateway, and NFCs it's very short distance. I know that now fintech and the banking sector, they're working on when we should ask for a PIN number. I think even now and during the COVID pandemic, we have an NFC's ATM card. This is for banks. All banks now, it's like contactless. They said like 10 KD is will be without PIN number. Above 10 KD will ask for PIN number. And during the pandemic, there is it, okay, for 20 KD without PIN number, so we will minimize the contact with other devices and to spread the COVID virus. This is still debatable. Is this like the contactless payment? How we can make it secure, or how we can make it more robustness? In Apple Pay, when I use it it was in 2016. Yeah, it's been 5 years, more than 5 years. Apple was like to pay with £10, which is equivalent for 5 KD. To activate the payment, the Apple Pay, you should have the fingerprint, the Touch ID. You put Touch ID, and then it's verified you are using the phone and will allow the transaction. So I think this is a good area to study, even like with in Kuwait. Can we add more security features for even the ATM machine? Can we add more security features for ATM machine to to verify that you are using this and you are allowing this transaction.
Thank you, Professor. We have one more question. Go ahead.
We have one last question. Thank you, Professor. It's very popular in the Middle East to watch movies or TV shows online because we don't have a good platforms once you enter a website for the movies. Takes to another window after that. The viruses show on the calendar. Is that some sort of a weak security system?
I've got the idea that we're using some unofficial platform to watch streaming movies, and this it's work based on the advertisement, and maybe send you a malware and viruses to your computer as a payment of watching this movie, as a you pay it back because you're watching this movie. You will have this malware and this is viruses. Be sure that you are protected. Even like and there is now some programs that ads blocker. That's if you open a site and this site will open a pop-up ads, it will block it, because sometimes it will keep popping and popping and popping, and until your computer is jammed, unless you click on this pop ads, which is you will trigger that the virus being installed in your PCs until if you want to close it. So make sure to watch it through trusted website. Don't use any website. It's having and don't open any. It's like this movies is kind of attracting you. Watching the latest movie and cinema for free streaming. Maybe once you click on this, you are allowing to install a virus or malware on your device.
Yes, thank you, Professor, so much. Before we end it today, first of all, the IEEE Kuwait Student Chapter would like to thank you for today's presentation. And Dr. Abdullah Ghalaf, our counselor, would also like to thank you for this very fruitful seminar. Is there one last advice that you'd like to give for all the audiences today here on Zoom and on YouTube, for future references about cybersecurity?
Yeah, always keep an eye on updates being released. Don't make it very late. Always update your device. Always see what's the new technologies, the trends now, because some hacks or some security threats is not being patched by updates. It's being patched by your knowledge. Your knowledge is power. You should know how to use it. Very powerful. You keep yourself educated. Now we are an age of online. Everything is being online. Your studies, your grocery, even your food, you order it through online. Keep the best practice while you're sharing your credit card information. Don't shop from any dodgy website. Go to trusted website. Always check that you are in safe place, and do the good practice of having a strong password. Don't share the password for all platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, then you use it for talabat, carriage, the same password. So if your account being hacked in talabat, he can hack all your accounts.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Dr. Ali. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining today. And again, Dr. Abdullah Gallaf would also like to thank you for attending and presenting today. It's an honor to have you. Thank you all so much for attending, and we're done with day 2. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much, Dr. Ali.
Thank you. Good night, girl.
Thank you. Good night, everyone. Thank you all so much.